I massively respect how busy you are, so I will kind of keep this super short. One of the questions, actually, I'm going to ask you three questions, then we'll wrap up. I'm going to start with, well, the two that I ask everyone. Is that what would you describe as being the best piece of advice you've ever had? And it can involve the All Blacks. I won't judge you if it does.
Yeah, best piece of advice I had. Probably, probably it came as early as when I was growing up from my parents, and they never put any pressure or placed any expectation on me to do anything in particular. Neither of them went to university, by the way, and that was probably helpful looking back. So they didn't say, be a doctor or, do this, do that. They encouraged me to do what I enjoy doing. And I think, that's the advice I would give anyone watching this as well. Find your passion and follow it
So,
wherever it takes you.
so my other question is normally, what advice would you give your younger self? But I kind of guess you've just answered it.
What advice would I give my younger self? I would give myself different advice, though.
Okay.
So I think, look, I used to love tinkering with my grandfather. I used to call him Papa, in his garden shed. He was a doctor, medical doctor, but he absolutely loved. He had this shed just full of junk, basically, and we used to make things together and rig up lights and circuits and make trolleys that we could push down hills and things like that. And I always had a fascination with electronic circuitry and that sort of thing. I tried to make robots and all that sort of stuff. And I probably missed in myself a real sort of interest and eagerness around engineering.
Okay.
I ended up doing commerce and law, and I probably should have followed your path, Steve, and done engineering. So
yeah, but I did engineering and then went into commerce and law. So it's
isn't it interesting? You can go all sorts of routes, but the advice to my younger self is sort of look more carefully inside yourself.
I think it's a good one. For me, it was so I was born in '83 and The Goonies had just come out, if you remember that film. And one of the characters used to tinker things and make them in the garage. And I used to go into our garage as a kid and try and make the same catapults and different things. So I think I always knew I wanted to make stuff. And actually for me, it's now to do problem solving, which is what I kind of really enjoy. And hence where the strategy element comes from, that I like to learn from you and lots of different people just to kind of, help solve problems, I guess.